Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be reading Perfectly Norman. Norman had always been normal, perfectly normal, until one day. He grew a pair of wings. Wow, look at those wings. Norman had imagined growing taller or growing a beard like his dad, but he had never imagined growing a pair of wings. Still, they were here now, so he decided to test them out right away. Soon, Norman was swooping around and generally having the most fun ever. But then, he had to go in for dinner. You see, Norman had always been so normal. He didn't know how his parents would feel about his extraordinary wings. As he went in, Norman covered himself up in a great big coat. His parents didn't notice the rings, but they did think it was a little bit odd to be wearing a coat inside. Do you wear a coat when you're having your dinner? I don't. Bath time was problematic, and so was bedtime. The coat was hot and uncomfortable, but Norman had decided that no one should ever see his wings, ever. The next day, Norman went to the park, but he was far too hot to play any of his favourite games, and so it went on. Long car journeys were unbearable and the swimming pool was dreadful. And that was nothing compared to his friend's birthday party. So he can't do anything because he's always too hot. The only time that Norman could feel normal now was when it rained. One day, a boy tried to pull his coat off and Norman ran away, hot-faced, angry and sad. He wished he'd never grown those wings. Then he saw some birds high up in the sky and remembered the joy of his first flight. It occurred to Norman that it was the coat that was making him unhappy, not the wings. "Why don't you take that tatty old thing off?" suggested his mum and dad. Norman looked up at them hesitantly. His parents smiled and nodded, and Norman smiled back. And then he threw off the coat and let his wonderful wings fan out. Look how beautiful they are. And Norman leapt into the air. Finally, he was free of that coat. He noticed a few other children wearing thick, heavy coats of their own. They looked up at Norman and round at each other nervously. There was a moment's pause, and then, whoosh! The sky was filled with happy people flying around. Norman had never felt so happy. He realised that there was no such thing as being perfectly normal, but he was perfectly Norman, which is the way it should be. I hope you enjoyed that and I'll see you soon. Bye!